Alrighty, can everybody hear me? I'm going anyhow. Well, folks, my name is Mary, and I'm going to be your guide for the next 5 hours and 72 whole minutes. Aren't you lucky? Now, off to the left is my family of white-handed gibbons. Mama Glenda, Papa Gary, Ty, and Kenny. Now, these are the smallest of the great apes. Ooh, that's right. I said apes,
Right down
not monkeys. Monkeys have tails. Apes do not. There's one right up front, folks.
Which one is this one? Is that Kenny?
That's either Kenny or Ty.
Yeah.
One of the children.
Looks like Kenny.
Now, also off to the left is my Kodiak bear exhibit. We have 3 male Kodiaks, Max, Jake, and Forrest. Max weighs 1,300 pounds. Jake weighs 1,200 pounds. And poor skinny little Forrest, who's in the pool right here, only weighs 1,100 pounds. Kodiak bears are from the Kodiak Islands off the coast of Alaska. In his native Kodiak Islands, Forrest here could weigh anywhere from 2,000 to 2,200 pounds. The reason we do not keep them that heavy, since you're asking this cold weather animal to live in nice, hot, sunny Florida. He does not need 2,000 pounds worth of body fat to keep him warm. Kodiaks are the world's largest land predator. Now, Forrest might be big, but he is not slow. If he puts his mind to it, he can go from 0 to 40 miles an hour in 10 seconds flat. So can I. I just need a Jeep that works. Well, folks, this is where the fun begins. There are 2,001 potholes out here on the trail. I do want you to get your money's worth, so I'm going to hit every single one of them just for you. And as we come into the trail itself, we're going to be going over a special type of a bridge. This is called a Texas Cattle Gap Bridge. The reason for that, it was developed in Texas. It has gaps between the bars to keep the cattle in, and we happen to be using it for a bridge. It's your Texas Cattle Gap Bridge. I do know this is going to be a very, very bumpy ride for all you folks. So if by chance my bumps and bounces get to be too much for you, just give out a yell. And if I should happen to hear you, I will pull off to the side of the road, go for EMS to come pick you up in their nice, cushy golf cart. They will take you back to our loading zone. Then when the rest of us get there, we're just gonna laugh and show you all the funny things you missed out on. And off to the left here is one of our enclosures that's empty. Now, as the majority of you know, the state of Florida is taking over operation of the park starting October 1st. To help facilitate that, a lot of our animals are already being relocated or sold to other zoological parks. The animals that were in here, 2 horses and a cow, have gone to live with our trail head zookeeper. So trust me, they have gone to an awesome home and are going to get spoiled rotten. Now, one thing that is not leaving is our trees, because I'm not taking a tree home. And this part of the trail is known as the tunnel. So named because the canopy of the trees was so thick and lush that sunlight never reached the ground. That was until several years ago when hurricanes came through here back to back and took out 100 and some odd trees. Our tree experts do tell us that it should take at least 150 years for the canopy to regrow. Now, if any of you are a tad bit foot weary from walking in the park, put your feet flat down on the floor because I'm going to give you a mini massage. I said it was mini. Now off to the left are my llamas. Llamas are related to camels. Camels, llamas, wanakas, vicuñas are all in the same family. Llamas are pack animals from South Central America. And they're really, really cool animals. They just do happen to have one teeny tiny bad habit. They like to spit. They will pick out their victim. Anyone wearing green, not their favorite color. They will put their ears all the way back, regurgitate their stomach contents and spit that all over you. I can tell you from first-hand experience, they aim for your face. They are 100% accurate, and it's nasty. And also, as we come past the tree, this beautiful black and white animal that you see is my belted Galloway cow from Scotland. Her name is Oreo. And I'm still looking for someone to dunk her in a glass of milk. Any takers? Sorry, Oreo. I'll keep looking. I've been looking for 6 years. I still haven't found anybody. Now, as we come around this curve, if you look off to the red feeder, you're going to see a large white bird. That is Renegade. Renegade is my male rhea from South America. This smaller gray and white bird walking up towards him off to the left is Sally, his loving wife. Now, I do know she loves her husband. The reason for that is that Sally here lays the eggs, grabs a credit card and goes shopping. Renegade will then sit on them, incubate them, hatch them out. And ladies, the best part? He takes care of the kids. And if you look off to the right, on that little fence line, that little clearing where the tree kind of makes a V, you're going to see one of my wild rhesus macaques. A couple of them over there. When we get to them, the most important thing, folks, is do not point at them. Pointing is a threatening gesture, and I, for one, am not going to peel a monkey off of any of you folks. And I'll tell you more about them as we come down around on that bottom road. But right now I want to tell you about this large bird off to the left. There's some black towards the fence. These are emus. Emus are the second largest flightless birds from Australia. They are also called the pea-brain birds. Reason for that? Their brain is actually the size of a pea. And just to show you how intelligent they are, we have clocked them running in this wooded area up to 30 miles an hour. Absolutely nothing wrong with a little bit of exercise. They just do their running with their eyes closed. Ouch. And the greenery around us is part of the Ocala National Forest. 450,000 acres. All right. Excuse me, folks. I got to go rescue a turtle.
Just in case the monkeys come after.
Is it a gopher? It's a gopher turtle. You just have to go off the road. But now what over here?
House.
You don't want to run over. Good shit. Good shit.
I've done my good deed for the day. I
What
saved a
kind?
turtle.
What kind was it?
I think just a regular water turtle.
A water? Okay.
Wasn't a gopher.
Yellow belly spider. Okay.
Onward we shall go now. Now, where was I? As I was saying, this is part of the Ocala National Forest. 450,000 acres. Black bear, wild boars, coyotes, cougars, fox, raccoons, skunks, squirrels, alligators, turkeys, deer all live over there. Those wild rhesus macaques also live in the Ocala National Forest. Now, as you all know, rhesus macaques are not native to North America. So why are they here? Well, they are here because in the 1930s, an Army Colonel Tuttle decided that he was going to make his fortune. He was going to get some monkeys, put them on one of the islands in the middle of Silver River, and charge everybody 10 cents to look at them. Well, that's just what he did. He got his monkeys, put them on the island, came in the next day to feed them, and uh-oh, no monkeys. Instead of getting spider monkeys that cannot swim, he got these guys, rhesus macaques, which are very good swimmers up the tree. And they're not stupid. Why should they live on a dinky little island when they have all of the Ocala National Forest to live in? Consequently, we do have troops as far north as Jacksonville, as far south as Miami, and roughly 2,000 in the Ocala National Forest. And if by chance you should come across one of these free-roaming monkeys today, some things to remember. Do not point at them, stare at them, glare at them, or show them your teeth. These are all considered threats, and they have been known to attack humans and even chase after our trams. But now we're safe, so you can just sit back, relax, and hold on for dear life, because we're going on a road trip. Yoo-hoo!
Doing this too much.
And here we are. Welcome to Africa. Or so Hollywood would have you believe. Right in this part of the forest is where in the 1930s and 40s Johnny Westmuller starred in his Tarzan movies. 6 of his Tarzan films were shot right in this section of the woods. Isn't it just amazing what Hollywood can get you to believe? Quite a few movies, TV shows, specials have been filmed here at Silver Spring. Smokey and the Bandit 3, Legend starring Tom Cruise, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Yearling, and several James Bond movies, to name a few. And in the 1960s, the TV series Sea Hunt starring Lloyd Bridges was filmed right here at Silver Spring. And as we go down this Florida hill, if you look off to the left, you're going to see a small clearing. If you look close at the very back of this clearing is a large tree stump. This is from the oldest tree in this part of the forest. The University of Florida came out and dated that tree stump for us. Told us it was 800 years old when it died 600 years ago. I just love college math. Up ahead of us is Gator Gulch. So called because gators used to come down the small river that flows through here till hurricanes came along and rerouted the river. And since this is a protected wetland, we are not allowed to redig the river. Now folks, if you remember when we first started out, I did tell you all I was a super duper driver. Well, if my driving has not impressed you so far, maybe this will. Off to the right is my first training Jeep. I think I did a bang-up job on that guy. Since this is a protected wetlands, we are not allowed to cut any trees in the forest. If a tree should fall, we leave it right where it fell and let Mother Nature deal with it. The only time we will cut a tree is if it does fall across the roadway. And then we just cut it back far enough to get our vehicles through. And right up ahead of us, you have this large tree laying on its side. This tree fell some months ago. Came in one morning and there it was. But this is not uncommon in the state of Florida. The reason these large trees will just fall over is the fact that the soil here is so sandy that the root systems spread out instead of spreading into the ground to anchor the trees. Now, if you did not get enough bumps and bounces coming in, I'm going to give them to you coming out. And if you really like that first foot massage, get your feet ready, because here comes another one. Oh my golly, folks, I think we did it! I think we hit all 2001 potholes. Give yourselves a hand. Woo-hoo! survive. And if, by chance, I did miss one or two, I'm just going to hit them twice as hard on my next trip. No one will know the difference. All right, Forrest, where are you? Still in your pool? Nope, there he is.
He's up at the door.
And you get a better look at how big he is now that he's sitting by the door wanting to go in. That is 1,100 pounds. That is half the size of a full-size Kodiak bear in the wild. I don't know about you, but plenty big enough for me. Now, if you would like to go up to World of Bears and say hi to our Kodiak and our black bears, you're going to exit off to the right all the way up top of the hill. If you do want to go back into the main part of the park, you're going to go back through the gift shop, exit out through their front doors. And the last thing I would ask you, though, folks, as you exit off the tram is you do wash your heads, because I'd really hate for anyone to take a headache home as a souvenir. Thank you so very much, folks, and have a great day.